another beautiful day to discuss football, and of course, you know this is the Refined Football Podcast Show, and it's a full house today in the studio. Starting from my far right hand is CJ. You're welcome to the studio today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
On my immediate right hand is OJ.
My brother.
A very, very staunch fan of Arsenal today, and mother. So on my far left side is Mickey Mandela. Of course, you know him, the chief priest of football, chief priest of TRF. On my immediate left hand is Kenechukwu. You are welcome to the studio, bro.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for coming. So today we have 4 topics to discuss about. Of course, we know we have a Chelsea fan and Arsenal fan in the studio. So that's the topic for today, the main topic for today. And after that, we'll be discussing about Marcus Rashford move to Aston Villa, the possibility of him doing well, and is it going to be a good move for his career based on the national team call up. If he does, but you know he's going to get a call up. And of course, we're going to talk about the living legend, CR7. At age 40 and see the bang goes. So now I'm going to start with Chelsea fan. You know, recently, Chelsea, your form has dropped. I know at some point, it was time you started picking up the points, it was as if you were going for the league. But recently, your form has dropped. Now, what is the chances of Chelsea Football Club making the top 4 in the EPL? Considering the fact that Nicholas Jackson, your top striker, his form has dropped, and you see Chelsea fans going to Mikel Obi's podcast comment section, clamoring and begging him to go and tackle this man online again if he's going to revive his goal scoring form. And of course, you know your main man, Cole Palmer, when you play a big game, once they mark him out, it is difficult for Chelsea to create chances. Take into consideration the last match you played against Brighton, which you lost 2-1. And that game, Chelsea didn't create any bite. Your goal was an own goal. What is the possibility of Chelsea making the top 4? And how possible is it for Chelsea getting to the Champions League this season? Now you're out of the FA Cup, your shortest way to the Europa League. I'm listening.
All right. First of all, Chelsea is a work in progress, and our chances of still making it to the top 4 is still there. It's very much achievable, and I'm confident we can get to the top 4. Talking about Nicholas Jackson, Chelsea don't rely on Nicholas Jackson to win games for us. We have other players that can score, just like you mentioned, Cole Palmer and other guys. Okay, so I believe we can still make top 4. We still have a lot of games, and I believe we can still pick a lot of points. Okay.
All right. So now, you know, you are still in the contention for the Conference League.
Yeah, true.
And believe you me, with the level of squad depth you have in the Chelsea team, if you don't win the Conference League, me, on my own part, my own personal judgment, I would say it's a failure for the season.
It's not a 100% guarantee that.
It's not a guarantee. I said,
True.
if they don't win the league, considering the fact that they have a very good squad depth, in every position, they have 2 players.
Yeah, definitely.
And then just 2 players, young players that are doing very well.
Yeah.
Now, if you go to the Conference League, what's the level of competition for Chelsea there?
Okay, we are the biggest. We are the biggest boys. We are the biggest team in the conference now,
yeah.
and for me, that's the only chance we have of winning a silverware this season. And I believe in our squad depth and our manager. He knows how to use these boys. You know, he knows how to rotate the team. Nobody has a guaranteed starting shirt in Chelsea. The coach knows how to put them.
But are you sure Malaska is going for the trophy? Because we all know Malaska is a manager that doesn't like trophy, like he said.
Mind reader.
No, not really. You can't say that for sure.
I want to know if he first of all, if he have made his confirmation from the his team manager, if he's going for this trophy.
Oh no.
Okay. Because the last time I checked, Malaska said he's not going for the trophy.
He said Premier League trophy.
Okay, put a tag.
Not like a tag. You know, when Chelsea was doing well, everybody started comparing the club, you know, with the old Chelsea that everybody know that have made name within these years. So, but he came to put that all down. He came to put the pressure down. He doesn't want to be pressured. He said, we don't have enough, you know, team to get to this place. But it doesn't mean that he won't try. After that comment, check his, 10 games ahead. He did marvelously well. and they can't take anything away from him. Just like any other top club, struggle are bound to happen. And check Man City for instance now. Man City is struggling.
Yeah.
We can't judge them with this. They've been doing this for the
But,
past how many seasons.
but hold on. Let me ask you. It's not a question, but do you think Man City will make top 4 this season?
I think so.
And if Man City should make top 4 this season, who do you think they will
Bro,
overturn
surprises
from
are
there?
bound to happen. You will still witness a lot of
You know why I
surprises.
ask you this? Because I know if Man City will make top 4, automatically Chelsea is going to be the team to go down. And he said,
It's not an automatic. It's not an automatic.
No, you just say it.
okay.
I asked him. He said,
Yes. What you
He
asked
don't
me
tackle
is
you
a
now.
bit- It's kind of a bit valid. You understand? Because
That's
from
what
what
I
you're
see.
saying, I pick a little sense there. because
"You support
I don't-
this
I don't
is
see-
chief priest talking.
I don't see.
I can't just say something.
In as much as Nottingham Forest, sorry, let me just say this thing. So, in as much as Nottingham Forest is a small team, but I don't see those guys.
I don't see them dropping from that top
Dropping
4.
more than out of 4 because see, I don't know if it's England culture now that one small team would want to go.
It's the money that is coming into
You understand?
the league.
Because last season was Aston Villa, last 2 seasons was Newcastle.
Yeah.
This season now, one will surely go
Some
because
seasons
they are
ago it was
investing
Leicester
more.
City too.
They
won the
this
league.
year.
That is why I asked him that question.
But me, there's a question I'll ask you.
And he never-
let-
he
let-
never-
let-
he never-
let-
OJ
let-
has
let-
something
let-
to say.
let-
Let me say something. We all are discussing this now just because Chelsea are no longer winning games
Yeah, definitely.
like
Yeah.
they were doing before.
Yes.
We all get what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
If they were to be winning games, he won't be saying this.
Yeah, true.
He won't be saying this.
You won't give
Let me
instances.
tell you, he has been playing mind games. Now it's no longer working for him.
For
So
him.
let's just forget.
He's facing
this,
reality now.
Let's forget this.
Wanna say-
just
No,
know.
yeah.
You understand?
He
That now
made
it's not-
this
it's not
comment
working,
long
it's not
ago. He made this comment when Chelsea was in their fine form this season.
I remember.
We know about the
You know,
league,
she-
but there's sorry.
Yeah.
I want to say something. There's what I said one time in our previous show. I said in January time, that's when you know who is going to be who in Premier League in all leagues. You understand? Because January is kind of a season that it will expose so many things. The smaller teams don't want to relegate. They are picking up their form. Check out the
They
Wolves.
become spoilers for
You
you.
understand what I'm telling you? So
They are
now,
fighting for
if
their
you check out
stake.
Chelsea, the
Exactly.
games that they have played with the smaller teams and the smaller teams are dealing with them.
Yeah.
They are losing points. They're not picking points from the smaller teams. Now they played Man City that is struggling coming up. Man City won you guys 3-1. See, do you think? I'm asking you a question now. Do you think from that game, from City's game, do you think actually you can make the top 4 as he said?
Yeah, that City game, it pained me a lot because
He's supposed to pay you.
City was doing giveaway for everybody.
You cannot win City.
Reach our goal.
You cannot win City now.
You cannot
You
win
cannot win
City
City
now.
now.
Which
And
other
again,
team will
in
you
this
win?
season
You
that-
make top 4.
No, they go win Aston
See,
Villa.
This is the season that this is the season
They
that
go win Aston Villa.
Okay, sorry.
how can you win Aston Villa with kind of the boys that have introduced to the game?
This is
Okay.
football.
Yes,
Anything
that's
is
it.
possible. And I'm happy that you've dropped out from the FA Cup. At least we have less.
You are really
You can't be. You
No,
don't say why.
Wait, let him land.
How do you say you're happy? What
That's
is
year's conclusion.
Let him land because he wants to
You're
make a
happy.
point. I think the point is a bit valid.
We might pick something to
Yes.
ask him.
Bro,
Okay.
I'm embracing the obvious. It's obvious we are out.
Congratulations.
But, okay, thank you. We have to move on. We have to move ahead. You can't win all trophy.
Definitely.
For me, if we can be able to get one trophy, be it
as a
the
team.
Conference League or even top
EFL,
4. For me,
out
top
of
4
EFL,
now
no,
is
EFL.
a
The
big
trophy.
trophy for Chelsea now.
No, definitely.
And
Yes, a big
I will
trophy.
be happy and I will appreciate.
now be the Arsenal.
You understand? Talking about Arsenal,
still come to Arsenal now.
Arsenal win a Champions League, you come and we'll have a discussion.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Till then,
you guys were once
No, we
like
are
us.
still coming
till
to
then.
We are still
I don't
coming to
understand.
Arsenal.
You guys-
Let's
you were
just
Let's deal with
just
Chelsea.
deal
We'll
with,
come to
like,
Arsenal.
The questions we are trying to ask you, like,
Okay.
because for long now, because when the league actually see Chelsea is playing a good football, like we always say, my chief used to say, if you are playing good football, you win games.
You win game.
But sometimes it's not like that. Football changes. Sometimes you don't need good football to win game.
Sure.
You need the bad game to win
It
game.
depends the opponent. It depends the
Only the
opponent.
smaller team.
But for how long?
That's
For how
what
long?
I'm saying. I said sometimes. You understand? Chelsea, Maresca is a coach that wants to. He was under Guardiola, right? He worked under Guardiola. If you check out his pattern of play, he plays like Guardiola pattern. You understand? So for him to like play all those times, once 10 straight games, and now he's dropping in games. And not just games, not the bigger games, because you still have bigger games to play.
See the
Second
problem.
leg,
The problem
you understand?
they
So
they
can
went
you
there.
still, do you believe if you meet those bigger teams that still want to come up, you would actually make the top 4?
All right, bro. You know, this I can't blame the manager for the poor run of games.
Definitely.
He has laid his.
You blame Sancho.
Wait, I'm not blaming anybody in particular, but you will still have to blame the players. The manager will do his job outside. The players will do inside. Against Man City, you saw the second goal our keeper just gave away. You understand?
That was a giveaway.
That was a giveaway.
Sanchez,
The manager,
he
had no reason
can't
to come out
inside there to do the goalkeeping for him. You know, so that was his call. That was his bad decision taking. Understand? Just like other players, I believe our coach will have a good style of play now. I love the way we are playing, but maybe before the game runs out, 1 or 2 mistakes. You know, Chelsea just assembled young boys from different low, not so high teams.
Yeah.
And for me, judging as a fan, I don't want to tackle him too much. We are doing fine. That's why I said Chelsea is a working.
If you tackle him, what you're going to do, man? You always not going to Man U.
Okay, now we have actually come to the place. Okay, now you believe Chelsea is going to make top 4, right?
Hopefully.
Okay, I love
the language. Hopefully.
I want to take him to somewhere else now. Talking about the conference, what's your percentage of Chelsea winning that conference league? Like, are you giving it 100% or a 90%?
Okay, bro. Just like Chelsea, you have other teams that want to make them shocker team. Yeah. And in conference and Europa League, you've seen how it's been within the years. You know.
Yeah.
Teams that you don't expect.
It's not a team for big boys.
You understand? Teams that you don't expect. And I like that Chelsea is in that category because the boys that we have, most of them are not Champions League material yet. You know, 50% of our boys, I don't think they've played in Champions League. You know,
none of them. No, you don't have Champions League material. Who is that?
At least Sancho has played.
Yeah, Sancho has played for Man U.
He played in Dortmund.
Okay, Dortmund, yes. Okay, yes.
Don't worry, later you
this one now
calculation. It's not an excuse. I'm not giving you an excuse, bro. See what I'm telling you? I'm trying to tell you that Chelsea are hungry just like other boys because other boys, they have not tasted Champions League, and we too, we have players that have not tasted much Champions League.
Now you're coming to the first question.
I believe we are still in the category of those boys that are hungry to make things happen for themselves and for their teams.
Yeah,
so it's a big possibility. So if you want me to check, I would say 70%.
70.
Yes. No, 70% is okay.
70,
I like the fact
90 or 100.
I like the fact that he didn't use the word it is a short thing.
Yes.
Because football is a game of surprise.
He understands his team very well.
Yeah. No, but he once said the last time you asked, he said he was confident.
The level of confidence is 70.
Bro.
The level of confidence is 70.
No, I'm talking as a fan. I love my club and I believe in what my club can do.
Just like the way Arsenal they've been dreaming to win the EPL since it was initiated or created.
Second position is a trophy for Arsenal, but
for some years now.
Okay, no problem.
So now let's switch out. Thank you very much for.
See the way you were smiling. Immediately they mentioned Arsenal.
You know, you win better pass.
You know why?
You know, you win better pass.
You know why he's so confident? At least they are not below Man U and Arsenal.
Bro,
I mean, they're not below Man U.
I've won the Champions League twice.
Your problem is that if you did not have
Champions League,
it's like
bro, win your own.
You are losing your life.
First.
They still have something to fight for. They have something to fight
Wait,
for.
hold on. Must you mention Man U in any discussion?
No worry, we'll do that.
He still has hope.
just like you mentioned Arsenal.
I don't like when you see a sleeping lion want to wake you.
Sleeping wait. Sleeping what?
Who have not gotten to
No,
that.
sleeping what? He said sleeping what?
Calm down.
No, repeat it again. Sleeping what?
Forget about it.
Okay, let's move
He
on
said
to-
sleeping lion.
Let's
I mean dead lion.
Forget about it. Time is not on our side.
Manchester divided. I've heard you. Manchester divided. Now let's move over to Arsenal.
Okay.
Now, this is a club that has been hopeful of winning the Champions League since it was created. And in 2006, they got very close. Very, very close. They don't let us hear what that time.
Nearly.
I never see any.
Nearly can never kill a man, my brother.
Not than 5,000.
Go ahead, bro.
I have never seen any, as in, fan base that is as patient as Arsenal
They
Football
want to
Club.
be the fattest bone. You don't know what happened.
And just like, you know, before they whine us, before say the patient dog eats the fattest
No,
bone.
patient.
The dog is the bone is still fattening.
Our team.
The dog don die.
The dog wey gonna chop meat, wetin happen to am?
The bone is still
I
fattening.
mean, they wait for the light after the end of the tunnel.
The light is dead already. Na that tunnel dem dey. There's something Evra said in his podcast. Sorry, before you, we will give you the no fear.
We'll give you your names.
You have the whole floor.
No,
You go talk, no problem. Evra said something. Say, man, Arsenal are just like, sorry for calling Man U. I'm sorry. I meant to call Arsenal.
It's in your blood. If you don't mention
I am
Man
sorry.
U,
I'm
you
sorry.
will not talk.
Evra said something. That Arsenal is like Netflix. You always come back to watch a new season.
Definitely.
A new season. A new season.
Every year by year.
Last year, they came very close to winning the league. They topped the league for over 5 months. Towards the crescendo of the league, they lost it.
That's January.
Now they can't play, make Liverpool fall like that.
It's not possible.
Say, make Liverpool dey on top. They can't use themselves as example. You remember when I did here last
you
season?
Get no possible.
5 points. It is possible, but let me let you know.
Don't
Say,
get wetin no possible.
my happiness is that they using themselves as example.
Yeah. No, we.
It turned out say last season I've been there on top for a very long time. At some point, I come to lose title. Now I want to ask you as an Arsenal fan, despite the fact that I get a very, very young and talented squad, but now it is looking very, very likely say the EPL, na fit no winner, fit no winner. I'm not saying I no go win more. And it is looking very, very likely week in, week out that you might go trophyless this season. Taking into the consideration the fact say your EFL Cup semi-final game against Newcastle, you didn't just lose anyhow. It was a scandalous loss. You lost at your own backyard by 2 unreplied goals. You went to Newcastle and still lost by 2 goals again. That is 4-0. Newcastle beat you now 4-0.
Let us give him the chance
Now,
to tell us.
I am of the belief that this is my point. Waiting be the chances of you winning the league this season. And do you know that if Arsenal goes trophyless this season, it's a failure? And I still believe waiting Mikel will be talk for him podcast. He said if by next season Arteta fails to win the EPL, he should leave because he has invested a lot of money. From the time he came to Arsenal till this very day, they've invested over $850 million. Nobody wants to invest heavily and not win something. So they hear you.
See about the Newcastle game. Yeah. For like seasons now, understand. I'm not even talking about the big boys, the big teams rather, the likes of Manchester United, Man City and
Chelsea.
You heard what he said.
Chelsea.
The big boys.
And slip of tongue.
And he mentioned Manchester United.
Manchester.
Carry on, go on.
Manchester.
I'm with you.
Now being a sleeping dog. You be saying a sleeping lion.
I'm comfortable playing
Bigger
Manchester United
I'm playing.
than playing Newcastle and Aston Villa.
Oh, that's a big shot. Somebody said a big
Man cross
catapult
myself,
to
man
a
cross
bed.
myself.
No,
I believe
Listen.
there's
No,
something
wait.
there's something he wants to say.
Let me hear why he
Let
said
him
that.
finish because I also want to say
Because-
something.
it's easier for Arsenal to play Manchester United.
Oh,
Chelsea.
you know say they think say
Manchester
they
United,
escape.
Chelsea.
They think say they escape, but
And
na
right
straight
now,
bullet.
even Manchester City.
Okay, they understand.
Now
each
stay
other.
bullet.
Now playing.
Chief
now
Priest
playing-
dey celebrate.
Now
Sorry.
playing Aston Villa and Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah, times don dey wey be say we don play Newcastle. Like back in the days, we play Newcastle, we were leading 4-0. It has always been like
Yeah.
that.
It's thrashing.
It's not always. It's not. We were playing 4-0 at the end of the game. The game ended 4-4. I think the late
4-4.
Tiote
Yeah.
equalized.
Yeah.
The late
Yeah.
Tiote equalized.
It's thunderbolt.
Yeah, you remember the game.
Yeah, that's 4-4.
So from then till
It's
date,
difficult getting the
always-
result against
It's always
Newcastle.
difficult to get the result against Newcastle. Aston Villa is even easy because yes, at the end of the day, if you just manage, if you win
2-1,
1-0,
What's come to us 1-1.
What comes to us, we get the draw. So you get, but see, talking about Arsenal and their chance of winning the Premier League this season, let me tell you, we still have like 90%. See, I'm
Like you had
confident.
last season. Yeah.
Like you had last season, I mean.
The season
No,
before.
it's football. Anything can happen. After all,
Yeah.
there was a season Liverpool was there and Man City ended up winning
Yeah.
the league.
You mentioned Man City because Man City be that.
Because in Man City, I don't understand. They no be football club, but Arsenal no be football
Yeah,
club.
No,
the
you
point.
cannot use
Yeah.
Man City and compare Arsenal.
Why?
anything can happen for when it comes to Arsenal topping the league. Everybody know that even
It's
the
been
child,
happening.
even the
No,
child,
no, wetin you dey talk? This is football.
This
is a cut gas team.
Cut gas team.
Everybody
Their
know
gas-
that.
their gas dey finish for road.
Yes. So then we all understand how Arsenal played. So if Arsenal is topping any league, EPL, we are not panicking.
Okay, so wait, what are you trying to say now? Are you trying to say it's over?
It's
not
Definitely. See, you guys are still seeing Arsenal as a league contender,
get
right?
that trophy,
Like
which is
because
We are
because
contenders.
because
You know
they-
what?
Oh,
You
you
know
said
what?
something.
Do you know
You said-
why?
I've
Do you
said
know?
it before. Second place is a trophy for Arsenal, and
They
it's
have
been
been celebrating
happening
that.
over and over again.
No, we know. But right now, Arsenal is not gonna near Liverpool. If
Liverpool
care
have
is
their-
not
Do you know?
taken- if care is
Do
not
you know
taken-
why I say
if
Arsenal
care is
we
not
are
taken, you see
contenders?
Arsenal ending up third
Do you know why I say
position.
we are
We'll
contenders?
finish
Do you
second.
know we've had series of injuries this season and we are still where we are?
Just like
How
any
is that
other
our
team,
problem?
Not only
Do you know?
It's not only Arsenal that used to suffer injuries.
No,
Man U
Liverpool
too
don't
do.
get that kind of problem this season.
Who?
Liverpool don't get that kind of problem this
They've
season.
been having injuries, but
Oh,
not
which
they've been
injuries?
managing it.
Not that major players.
There was a time Van Dijk had injury. Their
Not that
defense
major,
line
not that
collapsed.
major players.
This is
Do you know?
So
Van
we
Dijk is
had-
a major
Bro,
player.
we are
The likes
trying
of-
to- we are
the likes
trying
of
to
major
make an
player.
excuse.
Do you know our key players? The likes of Tomiyasu,
Oh, that's because
Ben White,
I don't
Yes.
forget that person did.
Tierney, he just came back.
just came
Yeah,
back.
Tierney,
back.
Yeah.
what's his
Tomiyasu,
name?
Ben White.
Saka is currently
Saka is
out.
corner. Saka have not been. It's not been.
What
have
are
not
you
gone-
saying?
He have not gone for wrong. He just
No,
2 weeks, 3
this
weeks.
is about Saka.
No,
It's
come
two
in
months
the
now.
world now.
2 months.
Go on, in the
just
world
this
now.
one. Just this one.
Saka, Gabriel Jesus is out.
Yes, Grace is out.
There was a time.
Out of season two.
Yes.
Out of season.
Gabriel
So what
Jesus is he your starter?
What are you saying?
Is
Is
he-
I want to know.
he not a major player in the team?
All right, bro. So for all
Is he not a major player in the team?
He's coming from bench.
For all these years of
Is he
your
not a
near-
starter?
major player in the
He's
team?
not a
This is,
starter.
answer this question.
Uh,
Wait,
for
answer
all
this
these
question.
years of your near success syndrome,
Come on.
is this a good excuse for Arsenal?
I don't
I
know.
don't understand. The whole world
This
knows
this
we've been
this
unlucky.
has been happening
The whole
for
world
years.
He has
knows
been
we've
happening for
unlucky.
years.
Near success.
Even when you have not signed Saka.
So this
He has
You're
been happening.
you're trying to make it look like we've not won the league. Why you
when did
being
you win it
sentimental?
last?
You're trying to make it look like
See what is
not-
happening to Arsenal is
That was the
basically-
last time
That was
Arsenal won it.
invisible.
2004,
That-
2005.
that-
That
was
was
invisible.
5.
That was 21
Have
years
you, like
ago.
your team don't do one before.
So that has been your excuse. Injury woes right from since 2005, 2009.
injuries.
If
So
you-
now what you are
They-
saying
They
is
say,
Do you know-
wait, they say I ask you, say you don't do invisible before.
You
Who
don't
invisible
do one
help.
before. You don't do one
that is the
before.
only
how many-
achievement
how
of
many-
Arsenal.
wait,
bro,
That's the only achievement
bro,
Arsenal
How
have.
many? How many?
You get golden Premier League title.
Bro. How
You
many?
get
How many
You know,
trophies
after-
does Man
after-
U have?
You get
How many of them did Man U win with invisible?
No.
Does invisibility
It
count?
doesn't
Does
count.
he add to your
Who say-
trophy
who's-
cabinet?
Who
It
say it
doesn't
doesn't
add
count?
anything.
Who say it doesn't count?
It doesn't.
Is there a
it
trophy
doesn't-
for
Who say it
it doesn't
doesn't
add
count?
anything. It
So
doesn't add
why
anything in your cabinet. It doesn't add anything.
Is there a trophy
not a
for
trophy.
invisible?
In as much as the invisibility doesn't really add
It
anything,
doesn't add. No, it doesn't
but
add anything.
let's not deny the fact that it is difficult to do.
It's difficult.
Yeah, we know, but it doesn't have. It doesn't
That
have
is why
anything.
Even Man
till
City self
present
as
day,
they
nobody
hot
don't
reach
do
self.
am.
You no get.
We
No problem, don't worry. Carry your invisibility.
That invisible.
title.
After that time, do you know just to me I felt there was this two major club then that was I would say Arsenal and Man U.
It was
That
Liverpool
is
and
what?
Man U.
Bro,
It was
after
not
that time they became
That year,
invisible. Nobody's seen them
that year they were
again.
hot. But in
was
the
after Man
EPL, it
U.
was actually
It was
Liverpool
Man U
and
that
Man
broke
U.
invisible.
Yeah.
Ronaldo. So Ronaldo that broke invisible.
Normally.
The
No,
next
they
season,
go-
no.
they will definitely
It
break
was
am. The
Ronaldo
next
that
season
broke-
it was
Ronaldo
broken. It
haven't
was broken
come.
the next
When did
season.
Ronaldo
Ronaldo that
The-
broke
the-
invisible.
the first thing
Ronaldo
remember,
that
we are
broke
invisible.
invisible. Yes,
You
now, Man
understand?
U that broke
We cannot win.
2005.
We can't
Yes.
continue winning.
They are
You
saying-
understand?
there is nobody
Ronaldo,
has signed
No,
Ronaldo.
not
Ronaldo that
Ronaldo.
broke invisible.
I think we have signed Ronaldo 2005. Yeah.
Ronaldo came. I think Ronaldo
Ronaldo
came.
was the one that
2004.
broke
I
the
think that-
invisible with his goal. He was one that broke with the black jersey. I think they were away also.
We were using
the black jersey that they wore that day. They broke the invisible.
Okay.
So it was actually during those period was, if I know very well, I'm sure it was then those period was Man U and Arsenal because they had I would say the best quality players in England then.
Yeah, true.
You understand? So then the two teams that like they always this rival. Liverpool was shaking then now. Liverpool, even as well they had the Fowler and those times and they were not competing well.
But what I want
Understand?
to know, what I want
So
to
see
ask,
Man U and
what
Arsenal.
I want to ask is this: if peradventure Arsenal did not carry this trophy or did not meet up to what Arsenal fan won this season, what will happen? What is the hope of Arteta?
He's left for
No, as a fan.
No, as a fan. I'm just asking you as a fan.
What do you think should be done? Stay or leave?
We'll still give him one more season.
I believe you should get one more season.
But let me ask you
I believe
something.
you should give him one more
Let me
season.
ask you something.
No,
Do you know?
that's the way it's supposed to
Okay,
be. We'll give him one more season.
Okay, let me ask you something now. Do you know this Emery you're seeing now? If Arsenal had given him the kind of opportunity
Or
they
the
gave
time they give to
Arteta, you understand? That chances, do you know he to me
Would have done better.
He would have done better.
I'm also in this.
You understand? Because I've asked so many Arsenal fans about a friend of mine who supports Arsenal. He said how he wish they gave Emery
enough time,
and the money they invested.
Yeah, the money too.
Okay.
He came from Villarreal.
Okay, like
and
now.
he won the Europa League.
That's why I said
He won the Europa League.
decisions are made. The decision was made by the Arsenal board.
Yes,
I understand.
I understand.
It's not in our. We can
It's
only
not
say.
your part.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
in our
what I say.
power. We can only say. We
Sometimes
Just like the way-
fans contribute.
Definitely.
How?
Just like the way.
How?
If fans are not happy with what
if
happens
fans-
to the
if
team,
fans
Yes.
you will see the board will notice it.
Yes.
Because
From
if
the
fans
start
are not
up to
coming
the
Now
out,
board,
today,
no.
now today,
they're
fans
not
dey
making
talk. When
money.
nothing dey happen.
Something will happen. There's no how fans talk that something doesn't happen.
when you come in a
Man,
match,
you
every
talk,
match you
man,
see,
you no get that one and they complain about the
Yes.
Glazers family.
bro, you know go
So now,
last.
Every season
finally,
they
before
they will take him out.
finally before we end this Arsenal this talk, because you don't dey like say because na trophyless team, we don't want to waste time too much for them.
Now una come know wetin una dey talk.
My own be say I wan ask you one question. This season dey very very hot. Where do you see Arsenal ending up at the end of the season in the league?
We are going home with
There's a
trophy.
there's a
You what?
Wait. You get me?
Mandela,
Now you make an idea.
No,
You be like Champions League.
Guys,
there's a question I asked you also.
don't
that
talk
I've
that
not
to me
touched.
again.
Wait, let him.
Let's answer this.
I want
No,
him.
now you're talking about.
Premier League.
Premier League now.
I want him to say make no be like mistake.
Yes.
Why they lie now? Talk through.
No, 3 draws.
May no be like mistake.
3 draws from Liverpool is okay for us.
You are waiting for Liverpool to play.
Okay.
3 draws from Liverpool, and we go still play the same Liverpool.
Remember,
we will never play them
remember
second leg, so-
every time Liverpool drops a
for na
point,
home.
una go drop
Eh?
point too.
Now for the home, I'll be their home.
Liverpool
No,
home now.
Liverpool home now.
Now if you not play them,
So you
But
say-
they're home. No,
you say
we're
you go
not
win
discussing home. I'm
Okay,
talking
no
about
problem,
what
no
have
problem.
we
You say you
go
go. You say you go win
We'll
league.
go win
End
league.
of the season. now.
End of the season.
Did you ask a question before we
Talk.
start?
you know say this question.
You know how many players you know how many players wey will get outside? They go come back.
Definitely.
Players
They'll
wey
come
dey
back,
injured.
they'll come
If we
back.
fit dey where
Gabriel.
if we fit dey where we
Does it
dey
mean
now,
that
we just-
Arsenal cannot manage
Wait.
their team with?
What are you saying? What is
injuries?
management? Do they play football by management?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
I say,
How can you play when
Yeah.
when your best legs are not
When
there?
Manchester,
How do you want to win
hold on.
matches?
When
How do you
Mourinho
want to
carry
win?
Europa,
How do you want to
wait,
win
when Mourinho
games
carry
without your
Europa
best? You
League,
can only
listen,
try.
let me remind you.
You
When
can only
Mourinho
try.
carry Europa League,
Trying is still management.
see what are you saying?
Injury woes. You have to play with what you have.
Manchester
Yes.
have injury woes, a whole lot of them with clutches. Manchester United still live the Europa League. What are you saying?
I hear.
Arteta is not a good manager, we know. Because we don't want to say it.
Did you ask a
Wait,
question?
because we don't want to say it. He's not a good manager.
He's not a good manager. Now na sack the hand.
Because it's not good.
Okay.
It's not good to sack him. Why we? Arteta am not getting job. It's not good. Who want to play your coach?
No, we will give Chelsea.
CJ, ask your question quickly before we move to the next one.
We have talked about the league. Now let me come to the Champions League. They call it the big boys game. In as much as the first stage, some big boys will go.
If you never talk about this Liverpool, Real Madrid, you know they happy.
No,
Talk
I'm
am.
not even talking about. I'm not talking about.
You wan go where Madrid dey na make you remind us say na dem dey oya talk am.
Wait, make I arrive now before you.
We know where you wan land now.
Make I arrive. So as Arsenal dey like this now, you believe say Arsenal fit do miracle win Champions League?
Go, you say?
Why not? Chelsea win am by miracle, so we win am by miracle.
You say?
You know, yes, I like this way you talk.
Chelsea win am by miracle, so we win am by miracle because the season wey Chelsea carry Champions League.
That means
Nobody expected them to go.
Nobody.
But let me
Because that same
let me
season,
tell you
I
something.
think they
was it with that
Napoli
same
won.
coach or a different coach?
Chelsea.
Don't understand. Whichever way, miracle na miracle.
No, see,
Miracle no dey tire Jesus.
No,
Miracle.
Miracle no dey tire Jesus.
Anytime miracle now.
you dey hear tell the corner.
Miracle dey. Oh no.
When
They call miracle.
drive go. When
I understand your
Chelsea
point.
win that Champions League, they sack their coach.
Yeah, and brought in a new
Bring a new coach that brought his own words.
No, they did not bring any coach. It's the second. What it be? The Matteo.
He's a new coach with his own tactics, or he's a different person.
He's a different person.
He's a different person.
With his own tactics.
Yes.
When they were playing Barcelona that year, so let me just. I'm giving an example. You said Arsenal can do a miracle. This coach came into a different tactics. As he not come, they play Barcelona. Barcelona they knock them. Then they mean that they lift Torres for front.
Wait, I don't understand.
No, I'm giving
you are trying to say.
Wait,
I know. See,
I'm giving you stats that
you are trying to say.
Una no see. Now you say, I ask you one question. You say with miracle because Chelsea. Do I come ask you say, shey una wan do with different coach? I mean, I wan still do with the same coach.
We go down with the same coach. I said that
the same coach wey don see for how many years now?
Nah, you know that see. This coaches wey we dey talk about now, they are humans.
Definitely.
You get because Chelsea change coach, won win Champions League. No mean say.
And they don't get injury crisis.
Now why we call am miracle?
Man, wait.
No say na miracle we come dey talk about now.
Something.
No say na miracle.
Una dey manage that team.
Na miracle.
No, they remind of something.
One thing you should know that something like that doesn't happen for Arsenal.
I no understand.
No, we all know that if miracle dey exist where Arsenal is for a long time.
Like 2 times.
So, talking about Chelsea.
Even when they play against Barcelona, there was no miracle. You know.
The kind of leaders we have.
You understand?
Chelsea had captains.
Arsenal.
Don't have it now. You can't
They
have it now.
So because we don't have the likes of Lampard.
You don't have
You are
it.
doing the definition.
No, because we don't have the likes of Lampard.
Drogba.
And yes, doesn't before
Mikel.
wait, before
John Mikel Obi.
before no let me say before Drogba, you understand, we've had the likes of Zola in Chelsea.
Yeah,
They didn't win Champions League.
that's a good point too.
Now
Good point.
wait now.
Sorry.
Was Zola not a good?
He was.
So now we had there was time we played.
All right.
We've once played in the Champions League final.
Yeah,
you understand?
2006.
And we had
You have
big boys there.
Experienced players.
We had
Campbell,
we had Reyes, we
Thierry
had
Henry.
Thierry Henry, which was one of
Ljungberg.
he was one of the best, if not even best strikers
Who?
then
He was
in
the
the
best.
Premier League. Yes, now.
Thierry Henry.
Yes.
Okay,
So
yeah,
we
know.
didn't win. Still doesn't mean we can win with this present squad that we have.
That is why I said people don't have that kind of miracle.
They don't have the criteria.
That
That's
grace,
who they talk.
the
For me,
grace is
Arsenal don't have the criteria to win that
Yes.
Champions League now.
Let's not
See,
let's
that's
not
just
waste
fact.
too much of our time here because our time is almost fast spent. We have a lot to discuss.
But we need to
Let's sum it
pile
up.
on knowing his
I want
final
yes,
decision.
I want to hold him to his word. He said they are going to win the league
And they are
this
going
season,
to
right?
win. It's a miracle for them to
No.
win the Champions League.
Champions
No,
League.
you didn't. No, you asked if it's possible for us.
Yeah.
Champions League.
I said it's possible. That was what I said.
Okay,
I didn't say with the squad we have now. It's not like we can win the Champions League. Yes.
Miraculously.
It's possible.
Miraculously.
Add the miracle. Add the miracle.
We can win the
Let's
Champions
see,
League.
add
Why
the
can't
miracle.
Add the miracle. Add the
How the
miracle.
miracle?
we? No be Olympiacos still
you-
win conference.
Na conference be that now. Add the miracle.
That is
No be
conference
people dey play the conference.
Na people dey play. How do they play Champions League? Let me tell you they play Champions League.
Later I just say as una you complain say una don get lapses or say una get injury. Now you believe say before those players go don come back finish.
Champions League go
other
don
ones no
finish.
dey go or they no you no understand this is football.
Yeah.
Go make them come back first. And
Okay.
for that tactics,
I want to hold you by your words before we change.
Okay.
You say you're winning the EPL, right?
Yes.
You're winning the EPL.
Yes.
What is this,
I said
The Champions League, go.
Champions League.
But you are sweating
It's a-
answering
it's a-
this
it's a
question.
game that- it's
I
a
don't
game-
think this question is coming out from your
Okay,
heart.
no
oh.
problem.
Are you sure? Ask him again. No, ask him again.
What you dey talk?
You go win
Na me-
Champions
na me
League.
talk am, I will beat myself.
You win Champions League.
No, Champions League. I'm
This
not saying.
is not
I'm not saying
certain.
it's not certain.
Yeah,
I
that's
say
what
it's
I
certain.
say.
It is miracle.
It's not certain. yet.
It's
a miracle.
It's a miracle.
It's not like it cannot happen.
It's a miracle.
It's football. It's
football.
Let's see.
Football.
Let's see what happens.
No problem.
Let's see what. Let's see what happens.
Pastor Jerry Eze,
But for that Premier League,
we call upon Pastor Jerry Eze, Biko.
what God cannot do.
Doesn't exist.
So
Lastly,
now
before-
wetin go sup be that.
Lastly, before we go, we have the living legend, CR7, all the way in.
Yeah.
At the age of 40, still a banging goals, and recently celebrated his 40th birthday. At this level, he's still doing it at the top level. So I want us to pass a message to him. And I'm going to ask one question. Actually, pass your message. Do you see him, or do you think he is the GOAT of football? Starting with you, Mickey. Quick one.
Ronaldo is not just a goat. He's also a cow and also a dog. He's also a lion.
Everything.
In fact, he's the king
Elephant.
of the whole animals. Let us stop. It doesn't even stop. Every time you see the mention Ronaldo is a goat, is a goat. This guy is an animal. He's the whole of in the kingdom of animal. He's in charge.
Okay.
See, he doesn't have comparison.
Okay.
In fact, I don't know how to talk about this guy. This guy is. I'm happy that I was born.
You watched him play.
You know, I watched him.
His era.
He
finished.
In fact, I watched everything about Ronaldo, starting from Sporting. Before he came to Manchester United, he rated England, giving them world best. You know, he did a lot of things for the team. In fact, up to date,
At age 40.
he's still doing wonders.
Yes.
So he's a more than GOAT.
Okay, thank you very much.
Happy birthday and in past. In fact,
Happy
Yeah,
belated,
yeah.
happy belated
I
birthday.
don't know how this guy, and I'm
belated
still
birthday,
seeing him
CR7.
to come World Cup.
I believe it will be.
And he will still score. He's a scoring machine. This guy.
So,
Chief
CJ,
Priest,
let's listen
good
to you.
one. Let's not be biased about football. You see me, in as much as they call Ronaldo the GOAT, me, I'm kind of like a Ronaldo fan. I love his game, I love the way. But you see, comparison between Ronaldo and Messi. See, they are just two special beings on earth.
We are not discussing.
No,
We are not discussing.
no,
Messi.
let him finish.
No, you don't understand.
Let him finish.
I'm just.
He's trying to make
telling-
a point.
You understand?
He wants to start somewhere and
See,
then land somewhere.
You understand? These are two. You don't. If you talk about football, you don't say one person is a GOAT. You understand? There are players which have
In that
come
category.
before him.
Yeah.
You understand? That have done things which he has not done.
If you
And
are,
he's
it is my own shit and my own question paper and feeling. They ask me who is the GOAT.
Uh,
I mention my own GOAT. Now you know your own GOAT. You go mention your
we
own
are
GOAT.
talking about Ronaldo. No, I'm not saying. It's still Ronaldo we are
not a
talking
comparison
about.
here.
I'm not
For
comparing.
me,
No, and I
said-
don't think
I said-
I don't think he's
Understand?
comparing.
Eh?
I don't think he's comparing.
I'm
He's
not
not comparing.
comparing. I'm just
He
telling
was
you.
he was trying to say something.
why he said he's saying out of what I said.
Yes.
Because I said he
In
doesn't
as
have
much as-
comparison.
see.
So now I said to me I don't compare him with anybody.
You
He's the
understand?
king of
And
the
So
whole
let's-
animal.
let's-
And
let
we are
him
still
land.
talking about him.
Yeah.
You understand? We are still talking about Ronaldo. And when you talk about Ronaldo, you talk about other players. It's included. You cannot exclude other players when it comes to Ronaldo.
GOAT doesn't compare himself with anybody.
It's your own opinion. Ronaldo, I love Ronaldo so much right from when he was playing because there was an interview I watched recently on Instagram when he interviewed in his first interview in Man U. They asked Ferdinand and
I watched the
They
interview
asked,
too.
who is the best player
He said he was the best
in the
player.
world? I think they said either Pele or something like that.
They mentioned some
No,
players.
they said Maradona.
Maradona.
They said Maradona. He said no, he's the best player in the world.
I
Because at
watched
that age, when he was not
He had that
up to
mentality
that line,
of winning.
You understand? He said he's the best player in the world. Very good. He believed in himself, and he proved it to the world that he's good. But when it comes to the aspect of like, okay, this guy good pass, this guy, there's no comparison. See, he's good. The other players are good. To me, I always say he's good. Messi is good because we, as viewers, as fans, we always say this guy is the GOAT.
We are not talking about Messi, but if you want to bring in Messi is a UEFA boy.
not
UEFA
getting-
make him
we
more.
have-
No.
You're not getting-
Let's not discuss Messi.
We are not discussing Messi.
It's
You
Ronaldo's
know,
birthday and all
that's
that.
just
Messi.
say.
Yeah, I understand.
You
But
understand?
let's
Just-
minimize Messi's name.
Yes,
Minimize
I'm not putting it high.
Minimize
To
it.
me, I would say Ronaldo is a good player. You understand? In his own planet, he's the best, and he continues to be his best because always to himself, right
That's
from
the
time,
mindset.
he has always said he's the best, and he will always prove it being the best. You understand? To me, he's good. He's excellent. If I would say the most complete player on earth, scoring with head, leg, everything, Ronaldo. You understand? Happy belated birthday or happy birthday in arrears to Ronaldo, and I love what he's doing, and I will wish to see more of him in his 40s. You understand? Because it's not easy now. He said actually he has an aim of reaching 1,000 goals, and I think he's getting to that aim gradually, process by process, time by time. And if you see him, he's always training, working and keeping fit. You understand? Not like the days of like players like Rooney, which is he's no older than Rooney, and Rooney has retired almost close to 5 or 6 years ago, and he's still playing. You understand? So that's just what is consistency in football. And to me, he's a great player, but I would not say he's the GOAT in football. I would just say he's a great player. So that's the thing.
So Kinechukwu, what's the final message to give, man?
All right. What I have to say about Ronaldo is the kind of dedication this young man have shown throughout the years needs to be studied. You know, even if not for only footballers, if you can study how Ronaldo have dedicated himself, his work ethics to get where he is today, and implement it in any area of your life, you will be excellent. That's
Definitely.
all I will have to say.
Yeah.
This man, he knows the game of numbers. It's all about numbers. You just say something about clocking 1,000 goals. Ronaldo has 920 something.
So yeah,
927.
Yeah, 27 goals. 927.
So he has less than
70 something more.
To go.
Yeah.
So, and he understands that, and he trains, he works, he conditions himself. He say he doesn't drink alcohol. He doesn't do
many things.
many things that other footballers and normal human beings do. Me, sometimes I wonder, what will this man be doing when he retires? Because his life won't be fun. But he has shown that I want to prove something. I want to leave my name in the sand of time.
Yeah.
So that's his mission. And big kudos, big respect, Ururu Agbabola. For me, you are the greatest of all time. We get other people who sabi, but your dedication and your talent and what you've brought to the game is top notch and is unmatched.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Once again, happy belated birthday to Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Oji Sanchez, what's your say? Your final message to Cristiano Ronaldo on his 40th birthday and your GOAT status. Quick one, please.
I don't have much to say. I will start by wishing him a happy
belated birthday.
birthday. It's clear. It's glaring. Ronaldo is a GOAT.
Yeah.
Understand? He has made sure in short, all the league he has played, he has left statements.
Yes, he left a mark, a good mark.
Because it's not easy. We've seen players retire before 30. Yes, so many of them. It's not easy. He has worked hard, and I'm happy he's doing what he's doing now. Once again, happy birthday, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Thank you very much. So unfortunately, we've come to the end of another exciting edition of the Refined Football Podcast Show. And for our viewers watching us from around the country and outside the shores of Nigeria, please do ensure to follow us on all our social media pages, most especially our YouTube pages. Please do ensure to keep the notifications button on. And until we meet again, it's goodbye from all of us at TRF Podcast. God bless you.